Good morning, students. Today we are going to look about non-cooperation movement and its fallout. From this video, I am going to share some information about non-cooperation movement. What were the reasons behind the starting of the non-cooperation movement? Why the movement failed? How the non-cooperation movement helped India attaining independence? இந்த மூன்று கேள்விகளுக்கும் நாம் விடை தெரிந்து கொள்ளப் போகிறோம். The non-cooperation movement is said to be the first organized national movement against British rule. Non-cooperation movement is said to be the first organized national movement against British rule. Though first, it has a lot of importance in modern Indian history. The movement formally began on August 1st, 1920. Gandhi promised that if everything goes right, then India will be free within a year. Gandhi promised that if everything goes right means then India will be free within a year. Thousands of students, lawyers, peasants, workers joined the movement. People boycotted government schools, colleges, foreign clothes, court as a sign of protest. But apparently, the movement became violent. At last, it has to be withdrawn failure. Background. What were the reasons behind the starting of the non-cooperation movement? India is an economic hardship, so taxes increase. Farmers forced to produce trade crops like tobacco, cotton, spices, indigo, etc. Instead of food crops, this leads to a famine. British used India as a machine, thinking that it would never warm up. Indians unhappy from British rule. India was desperate to start a freedom struggle but lacked a leader, someone like Mahatma Gandhi. Many people did not understand the concept of ahimsa. Supporters: Rajendra Prasad, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Azad, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, younger generation of India. Against whom and why? Against the British Empire for killing several hundred Indians pitilessly at Jallianwala Bagh, and from later indignation at the government's alleged failure to take adequate action against those responsible. The movement was to consist of the resignations of titles, the boycott of government educational institutions, the courts, government service, foreign goods, and elections, and the eventual refusal to pay taxes. Aims of the movement: surrender of all titles and government posts. Boycott means வெளிநடப்பு செய்தல். Boycott of government schools and colleges. Boycott of all functions of the British government. Boycott of the legislature created under the Government of India Act 1919. Boycott of all foreign articles. Refusal to accept any civil or military post. Satyagraha. Two elements: truth and non-violence. Gandhiji's guidelines for a satyagrahi: in a famous speech, he should refuse to accept dishonesty and remains peaceful during extreme provocation. He should not hate the person doing evil. He rather hates evil. In order to prove the established the truth that he deliver pain on the opponent and rather accept suffering. Chauri Saura incident. On 5th February 1922, a violent outburst took place at Chauri Saura in the Gorakhpur district, present day Uttar Pradesh, of the United Province of British India. A large group of protesters participating in the non cooperation movement clashed with police who opened fire. In reprisal, the demonstrators attacked and set fire to a police station, killing all of its occupants. The event led to the deaths of 3 civilians and 22 policemen. Suspension of the movement. Gandhi viewed the Chauri Saura tragedy as a red signal, a warning that the atmosphere in the country was too explosive for a mass movement. After this incident, Gandhi himself called off the movement. He decided to retrace his steps, to cancel the plans of civil disobedience in Baroli, to suspend the aggressive part of the non cooperation campaign, and to shift the emphasis to the constructive program of hand spinning, communal unity, abolition of untouchability, etc. The Indian National Congress officially called off the non cooperation movement on February 12, 1922. The non cooperation movement of 1920 failed to achieve its immediate goal of establishing Swaraj in India. Swarajist. Meanwhile, Congress was divided into two groups, pro changes and no changes. Some of the congressmen led by Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das wanted to contest the elections and entered the legislature. They argued that the national interest could be promoted by working in the legislative councils under hierarchy and wreaking the colonial government within. They were called the pro-changers. Pro-changers. Staunch followers of Gandhi like Vallabhai Patel, C. Rajaji, and others known as no changes, மாற்றத்தை விரும்பாதவர்கள், wanted to continue non-cooperation with the government. Despite the opposition, C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru formed the Swaraj Party on 1st January 1923, which was later approved by a special session of the Congress. Swaraj Party members were elected in large numbers. Swaraj Party members were elected in large numbers to the Imperial Legislative Assembly and the various provincial legislative council. They effectively used the as a platform legislature as a platform for propagation of nationalist ideas. In Bengal, they refused to take charge and transferred subjects as they did not want to cooperate with the government. They exposed the true nature of the colonial government. However, the Swaraj Party began to decline after the death of its leader C.R. Das in 1925. Boycott of Simon Commission. On 8th November 1927, the British government announced the appointment of the Indian Statutory Commission, composed of 7 members. In the commission, composed of 7 members headed by Sir John Simon. It came to be widely known as the Simon Commission. Simon Commission formed 8th November 1927. Who was headed? Sir John Simon was head. It came to be widely known as the Simon Commission. It was an all-white commission with no Indian member. It was an all-white commission with no Indian member. Indians were angered that they had been denied the right to decide their own constitution. All sections of India, including the Congress and the Muslim League, decided to boycott the commission. Wherever the commission went, there were protests. Wherever the commission went, there were protests. வழி எங்கிலும் எதிர்ப்பு குரல்கள் ஒலித்தன. And black flag marches with the slogan, "Go back Simon, go back Simon." The black flag marches with the slogan, "Go back Simon, go back Simon." The protesters were brutally assaulted by the police. In one such assault in Lahore, Lala Lajpat Rai was seriously injured and died a few days later. Nehru Report. The Simon boycott united the different political parties in India. An all-party conference was held. அனைத்து கட்சிகளின் கூட்டம். An all-party conference was held in 1928 with the objective to frame a constitution அரசியல் அமைப்பை உருவாக்குவது. Frame a constitution for India as an alternative to the Simon Commission proposals. A committee under the leadership of Motilal Nehru was formed to outline the principles on the basis of which the constitution was to be drafted. The committee's report, known as the Nehru Report, recommended. What was it? Dominion status for India. Elections of the central legislature and the provincial legislatures on the basis of joint and mixed electorates. Reservation of seats for Muslims in the central legislature and in provinces where they are in a minority, and for the Hindus in northwest frontier province where they were in a minority. Province of fundamental rights and universal adult franchise. Jinnah, Muhammad Ali Jinnah proposed an amendment, Satta Tirtham, proposed an amendment to the reservation of seats in the central legislature. Muhammad Ali Jinnah demanded that 1/3 of seats be reserved for Muslims. மூன்றில் ஒரு பங்கு பிரதிநிதிகள் தேவை. மூன்றில் ஒரு பங்கு பிரதிநிதிகள் எங்களுக்கு கொடுங்கள் என்று கேட்டார் முகமது அலி ஜின்னா. Tej Bahadur Sapru supported him and pleaded that it would make no big difference. However, it was defeated in the all-party conference. Later, he proposed a resolution which came to be known as Jinnah's 14 points. However, it was also rejected. மீண்டும் ஒருமுறை நிராகரிக்கப்பட்டது ஜின்னாவின் வேண்டுகோள். Jinnah, who was hailed as the ambassador of Hindu-Muslim unity, thereafter changed his stand and began to expose the cause of a separate nation for Muslims. Pakistan. யாருக்கும் தெரியாது பின்னாளில் ஜின்னாதான் பாகிஸ்தான் பிரிவினைக்கு முதலாக வித்திடுவார் என்று. Thank you students. Thank you for watching this video.